lots of expressive animations. And with all of that, also comes new additions to the platform, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zip line as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warrior, there were certain bugs in the game where Crash would change health.
Hello everyone, it's me, Harmon Smith, with the State of Play PlayStation Direct that I, and seemingly everyone else, had no idea existed. I don't think we're missing much. If we're talking about Crash 4, there's really nothing to talk about. Holy fucking shit. And people say that New Super Mario Bros. Is stale and derivative. How do you not innovate at all since the 90s when your property was already stale and outdated? Damn, I hate Crash. Trash is trash. But I wanted to log in and just live stream this. Let me see here. Let me make sure the settings are alright.
To wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character.
Okay, let's play around with the settings a bit here to make sure it's all.
For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more.
Oh no, you can play as Coco. OMG, game of the year. This looks like this looks worse than like indie games you can find on the Switch. I'm not even kidding. Like Hollow Knight looks better than this. Guacamelee looks better than this.
Taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time...
Gotta love how, like, there's all this hype and excitement around the Nintendo Direct. Sony tries to come in with their own State of Play Direct, and no one gives a shit. It really just goes to show you just how poor... How little people actually care about what PlayStation is coming up with right now.
Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved dinosaur.
Yeah, I hate these characters. They all look awful. If you want a cartoony platformer, I don't know, play Donkey Kong. I mean, I don't even need to give any other like opportunities. I'm not exaggerating here. DKC 1, the original, you know, from 1994, the one that came out before the first Crash game. It's better than all of this.
So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call inverted mode. It's our souped up, bump-a-berry fuel take on a mirror mode.
What? Oh, mirror mode? Oh, no. I don't even like mirror modes in racing games.
Unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience.
Gotta love how no one's going to talk about how terrible this looks. You remember when like Nintendo did that E3 2015 and people like whined forever about how Nintendo showed a bunch of things that nobody cared about. They spent too much time talking about Star Fox Zero and all this other stuff, rather than like, I don't know. This is worse, but nobody's going to complain about it.
Feature that is going to give every player, especially the completionists out there, a reason to revisit each level again to see what new and exciting experiences.
Imagine having nothing better to do than to sit around and play Crash Bandicoot.
So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Experience the space and time-bending madness.
Shit, I don't have my thing plugged in. I don't know what I was thinking.
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR. Some new PS5 gameplay too.
PSVR? They're still supporting PlayStation VR, but not the Switch? What are these third parties doing? By the way, Switch has officially been outpacing PS4 sales all its entire lifespan. So Switch is pretty handily going to outsell PS4 overall. And hopefully go on to outsell PS2, which I personally am eagerly awaiting. Because, man, if they manage that, like, PlayStation is basically done. Like, that's their entire narrative, that they're bigger and more popular than Nintendo. If they can't manage that.
This is your big day. Have fun.
No, I don't care about Hitman. Hitman should be a dead IP. Like, it really should. Hitman 9? No. I'm sick of these games getting constant sequels, nobody caring about them. After the whole like episodic mess, you know what I mean? With that one game, like that really should have been the end of it. Like I haven't heard anything good about Hitman since like I don't know, the originals, and suddenly, like this is an IP that I haven't played before, but it's just three. Wait, we're only on 3. What happened to okay? Play the entire World and Assassination trilogy on VR. Oh no, that's all you're gonna get, VR fans. Ports of old games. That's the best you can do. You have like what, the Arkham trilogy already. I know you have the original. It's interesting. I can't even keep track of everything that's on PlayStation VR because I just don't care. I need to bring up the chat here. This can't even crack 100,000 views. That's how uninterested IGN's audience is in this PlayStation announcement stream, hyping up, yes, Smash. They can't get away from Smash. The demand. Okay, so here's what the companies are doing. They're trying to do what they always done: is ape off Nintendo Directs, right? Like ape off of what Nintendo is doing, copycat them. But the interest isn't there. Like we're seeing this happen in real time. Sony is doing an announcement, like a Nintendo Direct, right now, and nobody gives a shit because it's not what people actually want. And I'm going to be making a video about this soon, because this is the kind of thing I've been noticing in the past couple of weeks. Well, in the past couple of years, as I've grown more and more successful. Oh no, not Braid. Not Braid. Not from like, I can't play Breath of the Wild, Jonathan Blow. No, I don't. Okay. What was I getting at? Okay, so Anniversary Edition. Oh man, Harry Potter. Oh, whatever. Why did somebody say Harry Potter? Well, okay, so there's no way this is coming to Switch, by the way. It looks the exact same. Like, come on, Blow.
It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate.
A classic, according to who? Like, I'm going to buy this game out of morbid curiosity because I'm really legitimately curious as to whether it's good or not. I am almost 100% sure it's not very good. Like, going by what I've seen of Blow and like his community, like this might be the prototype for like how games like Celeste were marketed and promoted. I don't want to say that like for sure until I've actually played it, but I am pretty confident that that's the case. L, yep. L, I'm pretty sure that's Lose, yep.
So if you want to learn how video games are made,
fucking Pikmin 3 Deluxe, a port of a Wii U game, has been more exciting than this so far. Okay, so what was I getting at? Okay, so I've been noticing as I've become more and more successful. I've submitted a short story to a magazine. I'm working on my next book. I'm like editing older books. I'm doing all this stuff with my life, right? Check out blackcatbooks.org for more information on that. I'm doing all of these things. But the nerds, right, the PlayStation fanboys, they're doing the exact same thing they've always done.
I'm excited to share more with you today.
It really put things into perspective for me as to why they're doing this. It's because they have nothing else. Like, when you get right down to it, like, you know, gamers, anime fans, otaku, shut-ins, losers, incels, like, they don't have anything else going on in their lives. They don't have any like higher goals or aspirations. Like they're not people in the sense where they actually do things outside of the media they consume. I spent all yesterday, reading books, right? And I was surprised at how
to making it possible to shoot even.
You know, this was a really basic activity, right? I was reading a fucking book, but. What was I doing? Like, what was I doing with? Well, for one thing, I was reading this really great book. I will be talking about it on stream when I finish it, but I'm not even sure I want to say its name just yet because I want to keep it a mystery. But I was reading this really great book. You know, then I put it down. Then I picked up another book. History of the presidents of the United States. I was using that to research things for my next book. One of my pet projects that unfortunately has been worked on for a long time. United States Assassins, which I am super pumped about, super enthusiastic about. One of my I think it's one of my truly inspired ideas actually, but it's gonna take a while to release. I actually haven't worked on it in like I don't think a year a year. I don't think all year. Like last year, I think I set up an outline, but early last year, so it has been a while. But I am like thinking about what I want to do with that one. I was practicing martial arts, like reading up on that, like reading up on like Jeet Kune Do stances and stuff like that, like learning how to do it. I was like running. I'm doing all these things, and I still played video games. Like I still played like Ace Attorney. I still played, I think Pokken, and I still played all this stuff. Like I still made time for the things that I legitimately enjoy, right? The things I really, really like, Nintendo, but I was doing other things. You know what I mean? And anyone who's been following me online knows that. And I can't help but notice, like, now that I'm like basically on the way to becoming really, really successful, that nobody else is really doing that. No other YouTubers. It's fascinating.
Instead,
nobody seems to have any aspirations or higher calling at all outside of YouTube. Like that's kind of their goal. Like get more subscribers, set up a Patreon, and just live off of that like perpetually, so I don't have to work. Like so they don't have to work. Like that's their entire goal. And like they're doing all this really fake shit, like streaming all the time, doing reaction videos, trading, fabricating controversies regarding Nintendo and its products. Just look at like the whole Pikmin 3 being delisted off a Wii U thing. Like something that like I haven't even really thought about or really care about, and yet these people are trying to. OMG, Nintendo is ripping us off. They want to make money. I don't know. I'm very impressed with. It's really interesting. But that is something I legit feel at this point, is that like these people have nothing else. That's the real reason they're so adamantly pro PlayStation or like pro. They're so obsessive. It's because they're not doing anything else with their time or energy. All right, so. I kind of love how they're showing off these games that can clearly run on Nintendo Switch hardware. Like, what? Are people going to say that, like, oh, Switch can't handle this? No, of course it can. Like, I would be shocked if this didn't come to Switch. Like, even if I did find it interesting, which I don't, it's just... I don't know. We really are at the end of an era. Like, third-party developers can't pump out big enough games quick enough to keep PlayStation relevant. Like, it's been 5 years since The Witcher 3, and nothing has really come out since then that's really had the same sort of appeal. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, we had, like, Final Fantasy X, we had Kingdom Hearts, we had like, you know, more stuff, especially for younger audiences to sort of get into, you know what I mean? And I'm not really seeing that with this generation. Like, there's nothing I think that's going to grab people. Like, anyone who looks at this is just going to be like, you wouldn't be interested in this and then say that, like, oh, Zelda, that's baby shit. Like, no, nobody would feel that way. I'd even kind of look like Sheikah.
Hunter and Eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
So it's basically generic Zelda. They really are trying to do this. Yeah, you have the towers. Yeah.
Of the Pathless. We've only scratched the surface. There's so much.
If I wanted Zelda,
discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year.
Seeing that hawk makes me recall just how hyped I was at the idea. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. Why can't I comment? Wait. Oh yeah. It's in slowdown mode. Okay. The Pathless. Okay, PS5. Wow, look at that PS5 hardware. PS4. This is kind of confusing. How are you going to keep track of How are you going to keep track on what console these things are coming out on? Of course, they're going to come out on both, but that's kind of an interesting little tidbit here. It's like, what incentive do you have to upgrade? Really, like. We're already at the point where, like, they're already pretending that major AAA game, Spider-Man, is not a port or a DLC patch that wouldn't be playable on the original console. Like,
That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer.
There's no reason to upgrade. Like, you're only upgrading for the sake of upgrading. You're not really getting anything new out of it. And I don't know.
The game felt welcoming, even though it's difficult.
In like an environment where Switch is doing as well as it is, I don't think that method's going to work. Like, it works for iPhones because iPhones for the longest time didn't have any competition.
I designed the world of Spelunky 2.
But yeah, now Apple is losing their sort of appeal. And
players will be able to explore.
Oh, by the way, Nintendo released their financial information. I probably should talk about that.
For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys.
Let me see here.
And find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose.
Yeah, Sony actually showing new games. Yeah, sure. Yeah, ports of old games. They're spending a significant amount of time talking about games that I think are already out on other platforms. Braid, like this. It just okay.
Did
I talk about Kingdom Hearts 3? Rogue Squadron versus 1 and 2. Okay, what was I talking about? Damn, what was I just talking about?
In Spelunky 1,
PS5 has no games.
The shops and how you chose to interact with them.
Damn, what was I talking about? I wanted to make
so
a
in Spelunky 2,
point.
we've expanded the shopping
Great, I got
experience
distracted.
and made them more nuanced and exciting.
Damn, I have like some kind of problem. I keep forgetting things the instant I come up with them. I don't think I'm forgetting. Well, I tend to write down my novel ideas, so that's not really a problem with that. But when it comes to like video ideas, I always feel like I have all this shit to talk about all the time, but I never get around to it. To be fair, that's one of the reasons I record in bulk. I just like write down everything that happens, and then
players can use to push.
I guess I could just consult Twitter.
We, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when
unless they like end this presentation saying that like, by the way, we bought Nintendo. Like, I don't think anybody is gonna care about this.
And second,
this is worse than like this has none of the passion that Nintendo Directs had. Like, it really doesn't. Like, the difference in quality is very, very clear to me.
They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the
Yeah, PlayStation is desperately trying to stay relevant, you know, in this era of Nintendo Switch. I legit think that Switch is going to outsell PS5 this holiday season. I legit think it will.
I want players to experience what we
because like nobody's like excited about PS5. They're excited about like Animal Crossing and everything else Switch is going to get.
A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to.
If PS5 does outsell Switch, it's going to be close, I think. And considering the Switch is a considerably older piece of hardware, it's not going to end well for them, I don't think. And we're kind of already seeing that like Nintendo consoles are vastly outperforming PS4 games. You know, people don't talk about this, but Switch has outsold PS4. The exclusive games on Switch are outselling the PS4 games considerably too. I think God of War sold like 8 million units, and like there are several Nintendo Switch games that have done that already. Animal Crossing alone, I think, outsold Final Fantasy VII R, Persona 5R, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us Part 2 combined. It's ridiculous. Oh, they made a Dragon Quest clone. So they ripped off Zelda, now they're ripping off Zelda Quest. I don't know, I like the girl design. Oh no, this is... come on! Breath of the Wild with a... It looks like Breath of the Wild. Oh, come on. It's obviously... So they ripped off... Holy shit, it's a cheap Breath of the Wild Chinese clone. I think it's Chinese. It doesn't look like a Japanese game to me. I don't know, Japanese like people don't really rip things off like this. They'll have like influences, but they'll try to do like, you know, make it visually different, stuff like that. Oh, don't tell me it has like the blades from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well. Zelda. Yeah, you have a Pokemon? That thing looks exactly like the Sword and Shield lead. Speaking of Pokemon, I really want to go back and play Omega Ruby. I booted it up again last night, and I had a blast. Really surprisingly, since I hated X and Y. But the remake wasn't bad. Going by what I've seen, I enjoyed it a lot. Coming to PlayStation 4 worldwide. Not playing this game. Yeah, seeing a lot of angry, a lot of individuals in the chat. I was considering streaming Pikmin 3 actually because of the re-release. I think I might, and then pick up the new one for the day one for like the bonus content. I don't know. I don't like streaming games. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are times when it's fun, but when like you're doing it every day, it's kind of like, okay, I don't want to do this all the time. People don't want to watch me all the time. Like people have other things to do. I'd rather just play games off stream, and I've been doing that. I played some like Bat and Kaitos Organs. I beat the Holo Bird. Like I had to grind for like 2 hours, but I managed to beat the most obnoxious boss in all of RPG history. Like, well, to be fair, the obnoxious thing about the Holo Bird, it's a weird-ass boss that comes right after you change discs for the game. So, like, when you start disc 2, you're, like, prompted to save. And if you do that, like, you're completely fucked. Like, you cannot grind before this boss. So, like, you have to, like, set up your magnets accordingly, get extremely lucky, and, like, just to like beat this thing and like use a very specific strategy to win. It was obnoxious. It took me like a year and a half to do it. The first time. No, was it 3 years? Let's see, 2006. I think it was about, yeah, I was stuck for 6 months on like on Bine, I think his name is. The Afterling Umbra guy. The guy who, stay back! That guy. I beat him after 6 months, and then like the Holo Bird took me another a year and a half of like constantly trying to figure this out. And then after that, I just breezed through the entire game. It was a blast. I love Bat and Kaitos Origins. It's one of my all-time favorite RPGs. Yeah, I was playing that. I mean, that's the thing though. I love that game, but I wouldn't have streamed it. You know what I mean? Because like I was grinding, I was doing all this stuff that it wouldn't be fun to watch, and I understood that it wouldn't be fun to watch. I've been playing Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney. It's one of my favorite series. It's not good to stream, man. I've been watching like Nick Rekieta stream it, and he doesn't like it at all. And I legit think it has nothing to do with like the game itself. It's because like he's trying to stream it. Oh no. Bugsnax. Okay, Bugsnax. I'm gonna say this right now. Bugsnax is like this generation's Knack. Okay, just the way people are like making fun of it and talking about it. It's just like I am convinced that this is Knack. Like this is the.
Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense.
Damn, I hate the voice acting. I hate the character designs. Like, it's like a bad Rareware game. It really is.
Said you'd be coming. There's a Bugsnax right over there. Do me a favor.
Damn. And I hated how people like Angry Joe were like, "Oh man, this looks so good. It looks so fun and creative." And I was just like, they didn't show any gameplay. I don't think they showed it was supposed to be in first person. Like,
to find out what my favorite Bugsnax is.
I hate this so much. There's something about this that just pisses me off.
Oh, of course he does. Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
Pokemon? Oh, yeah. Damn, this is bad. But yeah, Pikmin 3 is one that I would like to stream, to answer your question. Yeah, people have been trying to copy the Nintendo Direct success after initially trying to downplay it and calling it ridiculous in 2012, and they're kind of failing because they don't have as interesting games. Like, Angry Joe can like pretend all he wants about how good he thinks Bugsnax is. It's not going to make it fun or popular the way that like Pikmin is popular, you know what I mean? Among its audience. Let's see.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on
yes. Yeah, plenty of people like my streams, and I do have fun with them occasionally, but like I think it should be like an occasional thing. Like I should be, you know, streaming old games that like I know people will like watching. Like Pikmin 3 is a good one. Pikmin 3 is a good one. Wario Land 4 would be a good one. I want to do Castlevania. I want to do Metroid Other M. Like, I have Metroid Other M sitting on my shelf, and once I get through Prime, which I think I am going to stream as well, Okay, right now, I'm kind of in this weird problem. I would like to play Prime, but right now, I'm I'm playing the Wii a lot, and I'm not able to capture from the Wii specifically. So I'm trying to 100% Punch-Out and Wario Land Shake It on Wii. Like I think I'll replay them both on Wii U and stream that when I 100% them, and like show them off and like talk about how great they are. Wario Land Shake It, I think, is a very underappreciated Wii U game, but Wii game. It's honestly one of my all-time favorite games ever, I think. But yeah, I can't stream them from the Wii itself, so yeah. Let's see. But yeah, Metroid Prime, I need to get back to streaming. Wario Land 4, I'll have to finish sometime. I mean, Pikmin 3, I want to come back to. Right now, I'm mostly focusing on games that I just don't have the capacity to stream. I mean, I could get a capture card, but I don't know, man. I don't want to stream everything I play. You know what I mean? It's just weird. I don't know, man. Like, I tried doing things like doing live readings of like Beowulf and Dracula, and it was like, I like doing this, I do, but like, I would rather just read the book myself and then talk about it afterward. Like, it's just, Dracula is really, really good, by the way. I started reading it again because of that live reading I did, and I was just like, holy fucking shit, this is probably one of my favorite books of all time. It really is that good. I really, really love that book. It's aged spectacularly well, in spite of like some, like science issues with like the blood and stuff like that. Like they try to give Lucy Westenra like a blood transfusion with like 3 different people. This was before they understood how blood types work. So like apparently it would be, in that situation, it would be very likely that she would be given a blood type that she wasn't compatible with, and then die and then die of that. But yeah, I mean, you just want to buy that, like, okay, Lucy is compatible with all of these different blood types. Okay. But yeah, I'm a big Dracula fan. I was actually gonna watch one of the movies. I tried doing like a watch party on a Twitch watch party, and like I don't know if it's working or not. Like I've been trying to figure out how it works, and I think like I keep going back and forth. Like I think it's working, but then like I don't know. I'm just like I start playing around with the settings, and I'm just like, wait a minute, is the screen visible and things like that? And apparently like I had it working for like 30 minutes, and then I realized that like for some reason my my Twitch app was like bringing up, only had an image of my face and not the actual movie or some shit like that. And then like I realized that like wait, I think actual viewers can sort of like adjust it. So I'm gonna need someone to like be on the other end and tell me that I'm doing it right, because I have no idea. Because like I would like to watch like Heathers, I would like to watch Top Gun, I would like to like do all this stuff. Heathers is fucking amazing, by the way. I really like this really girly stuff. I don't know what the deal is with that. Tangled was great. Heathers is great. Well, to be fair, if you don't like Heathers, you have no soul. Like Heathers is like the most badass movie made for girls I think I've ever seen in my life. Like holy shit. Like I'm just thinking about like some of the crazy shit that happens in that movie. Like this is legit something that like I would come up with, and I just love it so much. The fact that she like pulls a gun on her ex, who's trying to like blow up the entire school, that is amazing. That is peak Cody Lee right there. Like holy shit, I love that kind of shit. Gotta love how none of these games are interesting enough to talk about. They're only showing cinematic trailers. Oh no, it's Assassin's Creed. Oh no. Oh, but wait, Ghost of Tsushima was better than Assassin's Creed. I gotta love how that's the best praise that like the shills can give Ghost of Tsushima. It's a better Assassin's Creed. Like, I haven't talked about Ghost of Tsushima at all. It's this year's Days Gone. Like, it really is. Like, it came out, people tried to like hype it up and like present it as like some major AAA IP, and then like nobody really cares about it. It will be forgotten by like the end of the year. It kind of already has been. Like Angry Joe will slap it on its best of the year list, and then nobody will talk about it until the sequel comes out. I am not impressed. And this is coming. Spoiler alert: the book I'm reading right now, it's about samurai. It's about like historical samurai interacting with the Dutch, and it's fascinating. I love it. It's so well handled. You know, about these cultures clashing, and like about like. It's wonderful. I love it so much. It might be one of my new favorites actually, if it keeps up, and I think it will. I'm really enjoying it. Oh no! Oh no! R.I.P. Pokemon! No, Pokemon BTFO! Oh no! Oh no, R.I.P. Pokemon. Shit, no, not Pokemon. Oh no. Not again. Lol, ripoff. So even the PlayStation audience is just like, okay, like Temtem is just a Pokemon ripoff. Can we be real for a second? Like, yeah, remember when Temtem was going to like destroy Pokemon Sword and Shield, and now suddenly Pokemon is like one of the best-selling games on Nintendo Switch, one of the best-selling Pokemon games, period. I legit think by Gen 9, we're going to have one of the best-selling games in the series. Like, it's going to be phenomenal. Temtem. I can't take it. Pokemon. Better than Sword and Shield. Yeah, sure. Pokemon, but worse. Damn. Temtem is a joke. I gotta love how Temtem isn't on Switch, by the way. They know that there's no audience for it on Nintendo hardware. It's the typical Sony tactic. The third-party tactic. Like, release everything for everything but Nintendo hardware and try to pretend that, like, you can somehow compete with them.
And I am the game director.
You can't. And I do think people are realizing that like Nintendo hardware is better. Like you can't have games like Donkey Kong Country that people are still playing after like 25 years and seriously try to say that like, oh man, this game isn't Nintendo isn't good. Nintendo ain't shit. Like, come on, fuck on.
Still a work in progress, and some things may change.
Is this Godfall? I don't care.
As we continue to learn,
it's a work in progress, and it looks like just every other third-person action RPG. Knack 3.
So let's jump right into what Godfall is.
It's a PlayStation exclusive. Godfall, like if you played one, you played them all.
That features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game.
Yeah, when is new Pokemon Snap coming out? I have no idea. I have no idea at all. New Pokemon Snap. Honestly, I haven't seen enough to be excited for it. I like it a lot. I'm excited at the idea of getting a Pokemon Snap sequel, but it needs to be like really expanded. Like if we waited 25 years for this, it better be good. And I am optimistic by what we've seen, but like I need to see more. Really, like I'm not sure what to make of it.
Gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay.
Like, I want hundreds of hours of content, man. I want to be taking pictures of Pokemon for days.
As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies.
Like, there has to be, like, every single Pokemon in the game, right? Like, if they're not planning on making a sequel, like, they have to make all of them. You had to put, like, a significant chunk of them, at least. At least half.
Legendary armor sets that transform you.
I mean, all the original 151, for sure.
Throughout your journey, find ancient Valor Blades lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history.
I mean, it's not even being made by the original team, though, so, I mean, I don't think so. I don't know, it might not be the exact same, and that's kind of... I wanted the same thing, but better, so we'll have to see.
With third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore
yeah, they call it like a looter slasher, so it's basically like Borderlands but with swords.
In other words,
and in third person.
Not only do we want you to find
people have been like trying to like capitalize off like the Borderlands success. I don't like Borderlands, but I can kind of see where they're coming from.
Mastering the wide set of combat mechanics
since like it actually feels like, you know, a game. Like,
from a combat philosophy perspective,
it's like the Dark Souls thing. Like, yeah, sure, it's not great, but like, at least it's an actual game. Like, people actually like to play it. It's not like The Last of Us, where people like watch streams of it and are just like, "Holy shit, that ending was so good." Like, no, that's not how it works.
Always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies.
Yeah, we definitely need to start ranking these games. Like, obviously, Borderlands, Dark Souls, Monster Hunter, like those are on a higher. The Japanese games typically are on a way higher tier than like this Western schlock. So, I don't know. Like, we need to address that. Like, yeah, Western games need to have less story and more actual gameplay. Like,
the two-handed warhammer and the two-handed greatsword. Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles, ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons for each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity.
So exactly like Monster Hunter.
Dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets.
Nothing about those looks interesting. Like, people are only going to buy this because it's the big new PlayStation game. It's the only reason they've ever been supporting PlayStation. Like, nobody cares. Yeah. Nier Replicant, yeah, hated it. Boring. Monster Hunter. Skip. For real, what the fuck happened to Elden Ring? It's just being made. Oh, Elden Ring, yeah. Yeah, when Elden Ring gets revealed, I think that's going to be a huge blow against From Software. Like, it's going to be an open environment game, and I think their flaws as a game I think their flaws as like a game development studio are going to be more prevalent with a more open area. Honestly, come to think of it, I think that's one of the reasons why From is so popular is because they were making games that people weren't making in 10 years ago, right? They were making, like, you know, linear games and closed environments with a big focus on combat and exploration. Like, most people were trying to make open world games, but they tried something different. And I think them doing the same thing as everyone else is gonna kill their sort of credibility. I think.
There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a long sword.
Yeah, Sony hasn't shown anything yet. Like, literally nothing. They're just doing this show, trying to ape off Nintendo Directs, and nobody gives a shit. Like, where's the Nintendo Direct?
Is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. Press the shield button at the right time, you can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies. And of course,
yeah, nobody's happy with
ground finisher on enemies
what they've been doing. Let's see here. Every game they've shown so far can run on Switch easy. Just pretend it's a Nintendo partner direct. Yeah, I feel the same way. All of this could be on Switch. A lot of this probably is going to be on Switch, to be completely completely real with you. The indie games certainly, but I would not be surprised if a lot of these bigger games came as well. Well, to be fair, there are no bigger games. I love how they think this is impressive when it's not. Gotta love those obvious frames. Yeah, it's very Souls-ish. It's like a flashier Souls, basically. I wonder if the hitboxes are just as bad. And and what cosplay could be. This is their big climactic fight. Like, a guy just comes up to you, hits you once. You know, just compare this to, like, what Bayonetta does. You know, with the whole, like, dancing thing. And, like, compare this to, like, a Bayonetta versus Jean fight. Like, the difference is just staggering.
On the PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December.
Oh no, the fanboys. Thank you for attacking Nintendo for us and trying to pretend that Breath of the Wild is not the best game ever made.
We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter.
Oh, it was made by Gearbox. Yeah, no wonder it seems like Borderlands. Never mind. I was just like, wait a minute. I thought they were copying Gearbox, but no, they aren't Gearbox. Okay. So it's just the same thing as Borderlands, but with like an action, you know, a sword-based aesthetic.
That's a wrap.
That's it?
Into the future of PlayStation.
That's it? The fucking Nintendo Direct Mini was better than that. They showed like what Rogue Company, SMT3 remastered, SMT5. Like that was better. Like Cadence of Hyrule DLC. Like that was better than this. Like holy fucking shit. Holy shit. That was terrible, lame, somehow lost to Nintendo. Well, I'm not the only person saying. Embarrassing, what? How to jailbreak PS5? No Smash, no, that's it. What? Wait for it. Where's Overwatch? Not cool, that's it. No Elden Ring, nice show. Seriously, you gotta be kidding. No Overwatch. Who the fuck cares about Overwatch? Get a life. Get a real girlfriend. You don't need... Alright. Wow. 45 minutes of absolute bullshit. 45 minutes for less games than Nintendo showed in like 10. Like, unbelievable. Oh, and plus we got like other minor announcements in the past couple of weeks. We got like Pikmin 3 announced. Pikmin 3 by itself was a bigger deal than this. Unbelievable, just plain embarrassing. Just been plain embarrassing. Like literally everything they showed here. Parade Anniversary. I can't even think of anything else. That weird the Breath of the Wild clones. I saw at least 2 of them. Like all the indie games for sure. They're all going to be on Switch alongside like Xbox exclusives. I'm sure like Ori hasn't come to PS4 yet, right? So Ori 2 is going to come to Switch probably before it ever comes on PlayStation. Like, what do you have? Like, what are you looking forward to? Like, what even is the PS5 release schedule? What's going to be available day one? Like, you're going to be competing with whatever Nintendo has available then, which is more than what you have now. Like, if Nintendo like released Animal Crossing in like holiday 2020, I guarantee you it would have outsold PS5. And I do think like seeing these lineups, seeing these announcements, seeing how few people are watching them, I think it's safe to say that Nintendo Switch will outsell PS5 launch window season. Nintendo Switch will demolish it, and it's going to be glorious. Already, I think Reset Era and NeoGAF are on damage control mode. They're trying to downplay like the Switch's success. Trying to make excuses for PlayStation, like, oh, they're just gearing up for PlayStation 5. Well, I don't know. If PlayStation goes through an entire console generation being smashed by Nintendo Switch, I don't think they're going to be able to recover. I really don't. There's too much competition. Cell phones are a thing. PC is a thing. Xbox is a thing. The Xbox Game Pass is a thing, I should say. Nintendo is like this impenetrable wall that they can't get rid of. And Pokemon Sword and Shield are now the highest-selling Pokemon games of the last 20 years. 3rd overall. Yeah, Gold. Yeah, the first 2 generations sold the most. So they haven't. So they're just. They just haven't been able to to compete with like the height of Pokemania, basically. Let's see. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sales at 26.74 million. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sales past 20 million. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sales at 20 million as of June 30th. 19.9 million as of June 30th. There's no way it's not 20 million now. Yeah, meanwhile, Sony's announcing Hitman Trilogy VR and Bug Snacks. Like, they're completely fucked. They are completely fucked. Nobody has Silent Hill, because Silent Hill games aren't being made anymore. And Resident Evil should be a multi-plat franchise. But yeah, we do need Fatal Frame, for sure. Actually, I want Fatal Frame 6, actually. If they could make a really good Fatal Frame 6, I hope it happens. I hope it hasn't. I hope there's interest in it. I hope it gets made. You know, I liked Fatal Frame 5 a lot. I actually want to see ports of the older games on Switch, actually. 2 especially. I have not played any of the older ones, and I would really, really like to do that. Let's see. Yeah. Nintendo really needs to, I think, hopefully what they're doing with Fatal Frame 6 is that they're, like, really, really, really going to push it as, like, I don't know, really found a formula that's going to work. They think it's going to work. I think it has the potential. I really do. I think they could. They could outdo Resident Evil if they play their cards right. Instead of playing The Last of Us 2, I watched all the story parts on YouTube. Against all odds, the Wii U was trending on Twitter in 2020. Yeah, the Wii U was a great console. Battletoads. Yeah, Battletoads is coming out. Nobody cares. Yeah, like, all these people are... all these developers are alienating their hardcore fans. Like, Battletoads, that's not appealing to, like, people who grew up playing the original. Like, nobody's gonna want to play that. State of Play was alright. Ooh, Damage Control. It wasn't really hyped up to be a massive show. What? Yeah, a lot of these. Again, shilling Damage Control. Back to Gundam. I definitely will. Crash 4 gameplay. Crash 4 was meh. I don't know why you're pretending otherwise. People didn't like the State of Play. Yeah, I'd say people... I'd say, like... yeah, nobody liked the State of Play. Like, when you're seeing these people, like, make excuses, like, yeah, it wasn't a good direct. I mean, a good PlayStation showing. I mean, worse than, like, the worst Nintendo Direct for sure. Like, it was just... I saw nothing that was good. Like, legit nothing that I would want to play. Like, Crash 4 is shit. Crash is trash, as I've said multiple times. Alright, so since we're here, do we want to do just a general chill stream? Oh, no. Fuck you. I need to figure out how to block these pop-up blockers, because they are just obnoxious. Okay. The PS5, or PlayStation 5, is Sony's next-generation console, and its release date is coming in late 2020. Oh, 2020 is such a terrible year. Will this be the year that ends Sony? Like, will 2021 be, like, the year that Sony announces they're leaving the hardware space? Because I would just love that so much. Alright, mind unblocking us? Oh, come on. Alright, are people making excuses about this already? I'm sure they are. I don't know, man. Yeah, I would love to keep streaming, but I actually just booted this up. You know, on the spur of the moment. I didn't come on here with a plan as to what I could do afterward. Let me see here. Let's see here. Where the fuck is it? Disappointing, Lamiao. I heard the Fatal Frame dev said he wants to make a new one, but like the idea for a Fatal Frame Wii U port. Current dev working on something else at the moment. Yeah, a port would be fine. A new one would be fine. A remake would be fine. Really, anything would be fine. All right, let's see here. So yeah, PlayStation Direct was a disaster. Let me see. Sony Should we just have Chad in the background or something? Why the PS3 is better than the... Alright, let's turn this down so it's not too overbearing. Alright, so if you're not the sort of person, if you're not a Chad, right? If you're not Chad Warden, the sort of person who just blindly accepts that everything that Sony shits out to them, like, there's no way you wouldn't be disappointed by this. Like, I don't understand how you can, like, how seriously have said that games like Nintendo Land were bad, New Super Mario Bros. U were bad, Zombie U was bad, Rayman Legends Wii U was bad, Pikmin 3, The Wonderful 101, Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Hyrule Warriors. I don't understand how in the world you could ever shit on all of these classic games and then turn around and then, like, just get excited over seeing Crash 4. Like, just because, oh, it's Crash 4. It's just embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. There's no rhyme or reason for it. It's pathetic. It's just asinine. It's like what I said. Like, these people have no identity outside of defending video game companies, like and attacking Nintendo specifically, but defending Sony and their partners. Capcom should have been more widely condemned for the way they handled, Monster Hunter World, games like Resident Evil 5 and 6, Devil May Cry 2. Like, why is that not... Isn't it amazing how, like, it feels more like Other M has sort of gone down in history, in infamy, as one of the worst games of all time, right? How people will still talk shit about, like, the Virtual Boy, the N64, the GameCube, the Wii, the Wii U, and somehow Devil May Cry 2. Oh, it was just... They didn't get enough time to work on it. It's just excuses, you know what I mean? Like, just excuses, constant excuses from these people. And this is more of that. Like, people are saying that, like, oh, it wasn't a big show. The last show wasn't good either. The reveal show wasn't good either. Like, I don't understand why these people will just constantly bend over backwards to protect Sony and to protect PlayStation and to protect their narrative that this is some great video game platform when it isn't. I mean, we're in the middle of a societal collapse right now, so I'm kind of curious to whether these people will be able to survive or be able to support their habits with the economic collapse. I'm not sure. Like, again, anything can happen, right? Like, this year has been kind of wild for most people. For me, it's been perfectly normal. But for most people, this is completely out of nowhere, completely out of left field, ridiculous, insane from start to finish, start to election time, I should say, election day, I should say. For me, it's just another year, but I was more prepared for this than most people. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna be fine no matter what happens when it comes to the economy and things like that. The collapse of society. I'm nowhere near the riots. Nobody has been fucking with me. I actually made money this year. I made major strides forward. I don't know, man. These people will just obsessively defend Sony no matter what. Again, because it's their career, it's their lifestyle, it's their entire identity, basically. They're all just sort of Chad Wardens, you know what I mean? People who legitimately think that owning a PlayStation makes them more sexually attractive to women. Oof. I wonder where Chad Warden is now. I wonder if he's ever ever resurfaced. I wonder if, like, he is suffering from COVID-19.
More people are out of a job. RTV6's Troy Washington is working for you tonight, explaining how all the layoffs in a short period of time are impacting the process of applying for unemployment.
Business after business across the city closing their doors during the COVID-19 pandemic. Chad Warden works in the service industry. An email informed him he'd need to find work elsewhere.
Unfortunately, we have to
Yep, it's fucking Chad Warden himself. Chad Warden, the man who wipes his ass with $600, has lost his livelihood because of the virus. Maybe if you had bought a Wii instead, you would be much more financially well off, Chad. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I think that's